welcome to the Christie Taylor Show. I'm your host, Christie Taylor. Super excited to have you back again. New episodes as we're moving into fall 2022. And let me tell you, I am starting off with a young lady that has me thinking hip hop all day. We're talking about Jay Chanel, a music artist and social media influencer, born right here in Memphis, Tennessee as Jay Monica Apston. Loved the rap industry since a child. And as many Memphians growing up in the 90s and early 2000s, she was impacted by the music of 3 6 Mafia, Yo Gotti, and other leading Memphis hip-hop artists. Now, this compelled Jay Chanel to start writing her own music, and I hear she's a beast on the mic and a hard worker in the studio. Her new single, Snap, produced by Glock and shot by Memphis Films, can be streamed on digital platforms worldwide and on YouTube. I want you to help me welcome to the Christie Taylor Show, Jay Chanel. Hey, Jay.
Hey, how y'all doing? Nice to be on the show.
Well, thank you very much. Now, Jay, you being a young Memphian, I'm just really interested in knowing, did you grow up as far as like what part of Memphis were you from? What schools did you go to?
Yes, so I'm from Fraser, and growing up, I went to a lot of different schools actually. So I went to elementary. I went to Get Well, first through kindergarten through fifth, and then I went to American Way. I went to Melrose, and I graduated from Treasure. So
yeah, you definitely bounced around the city. So you really represent Memphis from a lot of different angles. Now, for those who know Memphis, we are very community based. So it's all about what schools you went to, what neighborhood you grew up in, and going from Fraser to Melrose to all those places. So definitely, I know you know the heartbeat of Memphis. Now, let me ask you this. Now, I understand you are a beast in the studio, but before you get to that, you actually grew up listening to hip hop. Give me an idea of some of the music that you grew up listening to.
I grew up listening to Yo Gotti, Nicki Minaj, who's my favorite artist. Like you said, 3 6 Mafia, just everybody. Like everybody influenced me.
Now, I know you said Nicki Minaj, she's not from Memphis, but she is an icon of the rap industry. As a woman in this industry, tell me what's been important to you as you've been developing yourself as an artist?
Just being true to yourself. This has been always been important to me. Like, you just have to stay focused and be who you are.
Now, Jay Chanel, I do understand that before rap, there's always a love of music, and Memphis is a music city. Of course, I know you grew up listening to Yo Gotti and 3 6 Mafia as far as Memphis, but what are some other Memphis music that's influenced you and even your family?
Yeah, right now I can say who influenced me in the Memphis scene, like Moneybagg. I love Moneybagg. Black Youngster, he give me a good vibe because he more like a crunk artist. Like I like the artistry that he gives. My family, they influenced me because they just support me and tell me to keep going. Like I'm the only artist in my family that actually does music. So, but just the support for me.
Okay, now that's very interesting because Memphis being a music city, sometimes people be like, I grew up in church and everybody in my family sings and play instruments. So how did you come to music then? Was it something you found in high school or junior high?
Yeah, most definitely junior high, because I've been rapping since I was in middle school. So it most definitely was in junior high when I started. I was around 13. I always used to like have this notebook full of raps. Like I never went to the studio, but I always could come up with raps, like 4 songs in my head without any beat. But I have all these raps in a notebook, and I just studied the rap. And they were 4 songs, but they didn't have beats to them.
So wait a minute. I like the fact, a lot of times in the music industry, women don't always write, but of course now younger generations, you all understand the importance of writing and getting that publishing as well. What inspired you to write? Did you start writing poetry or regular R&B songs, or was it always hip hop and rap from the beginning?
Yeah, it's always been hip hop and rap. Like I don't know how to sing. I never wrote poetry either, so it's always just been hip hop and rap.
Wow. Do you remember your first rap song that you wrote?
Yeah, I kind of do. Bits and pieces of it, because it's been so long. Bits and pieces.
So what was the subject matter since you were like 13 years old? What were some of the things you were saying?
Just about like where I'm from and kind of how I grew up. Like that was all embedded into a song.
Wow, this is good. This is good. So now, as a young lady who's in hip hop, oftentimes people, say that women are not portrayed well in hip hop or not given their proper respect. Um, you're much younger, so you have at least three generations. Everybody from MC Light to Queen Latifah to, as you say, Nicki Minaj, and those who are on the scene now. What are your feelings about hip hop as a woman?
Yeah, I do feel like women don't get the proper recognition because we are women, and men generally hold the higher power over women when it comes to a lot of things in music. One, so I just feel like women do not get the respect because a lot of people, like you, to me, I feel like when it comes to music, you're gonna have men. Men get the audience of women and men, but women sometimes often don't get the audience of men, but they get the audience of women. You have to, I guess, be a certain sound or a certain style for a man to actually, listen to you and want to hear what you have to say. But more than likely, it's going to be women listening and supporting other women artists versus men. They have the, more versatile versatile audience. Men, women.
I like that. Something. I know you're a young lady, and you. I believe you're a mother. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, how has being a mother impacted the stories that you tell through rap?
Just having my kid. I had one baby when I was 15, so it's just my kids motivated me to keep going because I know I want this as well as for myself. It's for them, and it just tells me that anything,
girls.
Ma'am.
And they're both young girls. I was on your Instagram,
Yes,
and I
ma'am.
saw that they were part of your TikTok videos.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
how do you incorporate them? They're your motivation, but I see that they're also part of your public persona. When did you make that decision to also include them in your public persona as a rap artist?
I just feel like they are part of me. So if I'm they as much as me, they like the camera too. Like as weird as may seem, they so young, but they love to be in the camera. So why not put them in the camera with me if that's what they like to do. Now I know boundaries and I know when and when not to put them in the camera, but for the most part, like the things that I do put them into, it be like, things that I feel like they could do. Nothing too harsh.
Right. Yeah. I do know, like, for example, that there are people who like put their children in everything they do, and they even have their own Instagram accounts. And some people, and some parents are a little bit more private. It's like, but you're saying you're finding a nice balance between, letting them do that. Now, let's talk about the impact of, of course, I know in Memphis loves local artists. Some cities, I know there's the good and the bad with that, but it's like, do you have a good following here in Memphis when it comes to support locally from other rap artists and musicians?
Yeah, people know me. I have collab with a different couple local artists, and I have a good relationship with some people.
Okay. Now, are you, being from Fraser primarily and also living in other parts of the city? You get a chance to kind of cross a lot of those community lines. So, who are some of your the support of your city? Is it coming from out of Fraser? Is it coming out of the Binghamton, Orange Mound community, North or South Memphis? Which is where you got your biggest following?
I feel like Fraser primarily because this probably where I went to, this where I went to school and stuff. But at the same time, I feel like it's everywhere. Like people from everywhere, support me. The people that support me, and whether they from Fraser, Orange Mound, they all support me. So.
Okay. Yeah. Now I know that you have, in addition to, rapping, being very, strong in writing your own songs. Social media is important. As I said, I saw your Instagram account. And so how has social media helped you beyond Memphis to get the word out about your music?
Social media is like a great platform to get out there. So social media has helped me because it be people from everywhere following me. It be people from everywhere writing me, trying to do work with me, business with me, features, and get me to do shows. So I just feel like if you anything, like whatever you do, I ain't gonna say you need social media, but it's good to have social media because that'll help you get out there faster. So social media has most definitely helped me, like form a bigger audience from everywhere.
I know you have a TikTok account. So how has TikTok, do you get on there? Because that was one of your songs. You were actually using your latest song And tell me about that particular TikTok that you were working on.
Yeah, so with that one, Snap, that's from Snap. It was just one day
Which is
I
your
was just
latest
going,
single, which is your latest
right,
single.
latest single, So I was just, we always listen to Snap, me and my kids. So it's on TikTok. So of course I went on there and I was just going through certain parts and I'm like, let me make this into a dance, because that's what, TikTok and things are used for. When you have a song, people go make dances to the song to get it, trending and out there. So it was the one part that I do the dance to, and I had me and my kids here, and I was just telling them what to do. I was listening to it, so I was just making up things in my head to do. So they catch on to things very fast. So I came up with a little routine. It ain't nothing hard. So I came up with the routine and we did it. And on TikTok, it's even starting to get recognition. Like somebody had reached out to me the other day and was like, "Can they do my challenge and stuff like that?" So yeah, it's just I found a certain part of the song that I feel like could be a dance thing and made it to that.
That's super cool. I like the fact that you're very engaged in your own artistry. Now, of course, I know you also have a team and those who are supporting you. Tell me about the latest song, Snap. Your producer, T Glock. Let's talk about him.
T Glock, I found him via somebody had told me about him, I think, because I was like searching for producers or whatever, and somebody recommended him. So I reached out to him via Instagram and we went from there. And I didn't bought, I want to say, a couple of beats from him. Wow. So the relationship is not like, it's just like a social media relationship. I never met him in person or anything, but he has some good beats.
Wow, that's amazing. So, okay, so I like the fact, back in the day, let me say this, back in the day when you had to literally go to the studio, work with somebody, sit down for hours, now you can literally through social media, find an amazing beat, go in the studio and drop a song. So
right.
What studios do you use here in Memphis? Like if you buy your beats from other people around the country and around the world, where do you work in Memphis?
I usually go to One Sound Studio.
And who's over that?
Lewis and Brene.
Okay. So you go local with that. And I know too that, music videos are extremely important, just like your social media content. And let's talk about your music video. Who shot that and who came up with the concept?
Oh, you talking about Snap or just in general?
Let's talk about Snap and we'll talk about some of the other songs too.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's a man named Memphis Films. He shot Snap, and the concept, I came up with the whole concept of how I want it to be. So I just came to him with my vision, and he, brought it to light. He shot the video. He did an amazing job, and it was just me coming up with different ideas and putting it all together. And it was shot here in Memphis as well.
That's right, honey. Memphis represent. Who does your styling? Now, I know that because visual content, whether it's on social media, whether it's a music video, the style of hip hop is so important. And I know there's a look that you have to have. So who came up with your look? And let's talk about some of the designers that you use, even in the song.
Okay, yeah. So I don't have a stylist. I'm my own stylist right now.
You are doing it all, honey. That's good. Thumbs up for you. Thumbs up, because you got a great look.
Thank you. But for that particular song, I had bought the shoes. I think I can't remember, Nike.com, and so it's like with the shoe color that was green. So I knew I had to find like some with green in it, because it's the color of the shoe, green and black and white. So I had bought the outfit out of Shane Justice. Shane Justice is something that celebrities and stuff wear, and I had went on his website and I sent the outfit and I'm like, okay, this go perfect with the shoes. This the outfit and the shoes that I'm gonna do for Snap. And that's how it went.
Wow. Something to be a team of one and pulling it all together.
Right.
For those, a lot of times in the industry, it's like when you become like Tyler Perry, the writer, the producer, the director.
Right.
and yet when you build your team out with other people, they know exactly what you want to accomplish. So that's very good. Hopefully, as you grow, you'll always be able to have that kind of control of your career and your look and your feel, because that's so important. Now, I know, too, that in addition to your love of music, you have been making a segue already young in your career into acting. Let's talk about how you got into acting.
Yes, so acting, I love it. I got into acting through Rip, which is my manager. So I was his Facebook friend for a while, And one day he reached out to me and was like, he wanted me to be in a movie. So he gave me his contact information. We talked about the movie. He gave me a rundown how everything went. And then before I even was in his first movie, he had invited me out on set while he was filming another movie, so I can like kind of shadow and see how things are done with acting. So I had went to the location and watched him shoot that movie, and I watched how the actors were acting. I was so impressed because it's like I never seen that firsthand. So behind the scenes at that. So that's how that came about. He reached out to me, and I went and shadowed and see how he filmed, and we went from there. He told me the movies that he wanted me to be in, and we made it happen.
All right, then. So tell me about, because I know a lot of his movies are on Tubi and other Amazon Prime. So tell me the first movie that you actually were an actor in.
The first movie was called The Woods.
And what's the storyline? Tell me about the story and the character that you played.
So the movie is based on like we college students, 6 college students, and we are in school, and our professor tells us that she wants us to go on to do a project in the woods, because the movie is called The Woods. So as the students, we all get up and go to the woods and do the projects, and in the woods people of course die and things like that. But I played Lakeisha, and I was of course one of the students, and it's just,
you gotta watch the movie. You gotta watch the movie. And let me ask you this. So that's your first movie. Tell me about your second movie that you were in with Rip.
The second movie is called Tainted.
Tainted. Oh, that's the new movie poster I saw. Okay.
Right.
So tell me about that.
Okay, in that movie I played Jay. My name is Jay in that movie. And I played as the co-club owner of a club. And it's just about a young girl getting abused on by her parents. And as she grew up, she had to go strip and things like that because her parents didn't care about her. And the strip club that she came to was actually my strip club with me as the co-owner. And, she just went through an abusive relationship. But I just played Jay in that movie as the co-owner of the strip club.
Okay. So I like the fact that, as you are building out your music career, you're already building out your acting career. Now in hip hop, I know a lot of times it's all about having additional streams of income, a fashion, or, a food or beverage line. Do you think as you build out that you'll have something like that too?
Most definitely. I think I want to get into the fashion for sure. Because I love fashion. So I most definitely want to linger in the fashion business as I continue to grow and build my platform.
Now, of course, when you speak about fashion, and even when you were talking about the film that you did with Rip Entertainment as Tainted, we have had some phenomenal screenwriters and show development and fashion designers like Katari Hall, straight from Memphis, went to Central High School, P-Valley.
Okay.
Did you ever have a chance to watch that, P-Valley?
No, I haven't gotten into P-Valley yet, but I most definitely want to. I want to because I'm not big on like TV, which I think I should get into it more. But I really don't watch TV like that. But I heard amazing things about P-Valley, so I think I most definitely will be, tuning into it.
Yeah, season 2 just wrapped up, and actually quite a few Memphis screenwriters were also writers on the show, as well as some Memphians who were actors, including one, Bertram. He played Wody, and he played a key role in the movie, both seasons 1 and 2. So Katari Hall, of course, showing major love to Memphis. And then I don't know if you know, speaking about fashion, that Rich Fresh, Patrick Henry, a lot of people know him from the Henry Mask, him and his brother. And of course, so there's a lot of amazing people straight from Memphis who are doing great things. So I'm looking forward to seeing your star rise along with the others.
Thank you.
As we get to the wrap up, I do want to find out, what are some of the things, I know you talk about Yo Gotti and those who are on the scene. Who are some of the additional up and coming musicians and rappers that you pretty much collaborate with that's on the rise in Memphis?
So far, I've collaborated with Gloss. Me and her, we had a good relationship like 2 or 3 years ago. I think she just got signed. I have a song with K Carbon. She's doing her thing. And other artists as well. Like,
When it comes to performing, where do you tend to perform?
You said where?
I
perform like at concerts. I've done a few concerts. Like I opened up before for No Limit, Master P and his group. I also have a song that's coming out with Chopper Style. Shout out to him.
Yes.
And, local clubs sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, then. So if a person wants to really get involved with everything that you're doing, they, of course, can go to your website. But tell me about your social media platforms and the types of things that people can expect coming up for the rest of 2022.
Okay, you guys, I have all the social media platforms: TikTok, JChanel9, Instagram, JChanel, Facebook, JChanel, and y'all can expect from me singles. I'm not focusing on any mixtapes right now or EPs. I'm just going straight singles. The movies, of course, y'all can expect me to continue to be in movies and, performances. Just a lot. Just expect a lot. Because we work radio interviews, everything.
I'm really excited to see that you are getting your press on and that having opportunities to meet you is a joy, to meet young talent. What is something that you would say to those who are also coming from, has a dream about being in the entertainment or being in the rap scene as a young lady? What's your advice to them?
Never give up. Stay focused. Keep going. Because eventually it'll pay off.
Eventually it will pay off. All right. So thank you so much, JChanel. Be sure to check her out at jchanel.com. Facebook, JChanel, Instagram, JChanel, as well as her YouTube channel. She has some really nice videos on there. Be sure to check those out and to know that she's a team of one, putting a lot of her ideas together, her styling together, writing her own music. So shout out to you as you start off with a strong sense of who you are and the direction that you want your music career to go into. All right. And of course, I'm going to have to check out your films. I got to see what your acting chops are like, because I'm also a screenwriter. So you never know. I might have to make that call and say, hey, JChanel, I need you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then. Well, thank you all so much for checking out the Christie Taylor Show. Once again, we have been chatting with our special guest, JChanel, right here from Memphis, Tennessee, going worldwide. All the way from Memphis. All right. Have a great one, everyone.
Okay. Thank you.
Girlfriend know we're here?
Yeah.
The system had one intention: to put us in prison. It's just that simple.